Hey everyone. I was recently given a requirement where a client told me that they wanted to be able to start an email thread from a case record, and once the recipient responds, for that response to go back into the case, and that they could track the email thread in that manner. But especially on the point being that the email was being started from the case and not an outbound source. So I did some research, and it turns out it actually is possible with email to case, and the setup is really easy. So I just wanted to show a quick overview of it. I'm in a sandbox right now, and I'm gonna go to email to case and setup. And what I did is I just enabled it, and really all it required me to do is check that off. I also just had to choose a default case owner, which I made my user record. A couple other boxes you should check off are inserting the thread ID into the email subject and the email body. Salesforce does recommend that so that replies have a higher chance of actually making it back into Salesforce. And then make sure you check off the on-demand service, and that'll let you receive those inbound replies without having to download the email to case agent, which I guess formerly was necessary, but simply by checking that off, it kind of takes care of it for you. The next step you need to do is just add a routing address. So what I did is I added my email. I received an email to click a link and verify it, and I did that, and now it's successfully verified here. So to give this a test, all you've got to do then is just make a contact record with an email that you or someone else can receive emails at, and then make a case. So I'm going to go and make a test case record with my test contact. That test contact, I put in one of my email addresses for my personal email. Case origins required, so I'm just going to fill that out, and I'll give it like a sample subject. Now, say you want to start a thread with this customer from internally inside of Salesforce. You can use the standard send an email action as long as it's on the page layout, and then simply start composing whatever you want. So for this example, I'm just going to say outbound test, and I'll wait and see. I should get that momentarily in my inbox. So as you can see, I just got it, and so now I'm going to reply to it, and I'll just say inbound test, and you can see how it threw the case reference ID in the subject. Of course, leave that there. That's how Salesforce identifies it. But actually, one thing I need to mention before I send this is that, so currently I'm replying to the outbound email that I sent it from in Salesforce, but what you have to do with whatever you're using for email management, say you're using Google Suite or Gmail, you'll have to set up a filter or a rule where whenever someone sends an email to your address, that it forwards it to the Salesforce email services address. Unless you do that, you won't actually be able to receive those inbound emails automatically into Salesforce. You need to have your email admin, your IT admin, or whoever, if it's yourself, set up that forwarding rule. I didn't do that in my Gmail, but it's the same use case. I'm just going to, when I respond to this email, instead of sending it to my actual email, send it to the email services address, because it'll give me the same outcome. All right, looks good. Send. All right, it's been not even a whole minute, and I already can track my response. And you could see there's the first outbound one, and then here is my response. And you could see it says inbound test. So that's simply it. It's actually not that difficult. I thought I was going to have to download maybe like an App Exchange app or install some sort of email integration app, but it turns out email to case, kind of right out of the box, came in with the solution. So I hope this helps someone else who has the same requirement. Thanks.